We're celebrating past life. You can give a round of applause. It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mafani. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I want to welcome you all on behalf of the family. We all know why we are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a night, not a night of mourning, a night of remembrance. Our father, Mr. Boniface Mesumbe Edi, we all know his son as Petit Piment. Petit Piment is the son of Papa Mesumbe. Papa Mesumbe was commonly known as Darling. Papa Mesumbe was commonly known as Darling. What does that mean? What do I mean by saying he was commonly known as Darling? That's why tonight we are celebrating his life. He lived a good life. He was a darling because he loved every woman, and women loved him. Do not get me wrong. He was not a womanizer. Let me correct that. But he loved chicks. Whether you were black, you were white, he will call you darling. Every woman was his darling. But he has one beautiful darling that was his wife. Mama passed away last year. We all know that.
Now you're talking.
We visited Eddie at his home when he celebrated the life of his mother. Papa Mesumbe had 6 children. And just think about this. A man that lived a great life, had 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls. He had a gifted life. He was a man that had dignity. And when you see his children, you can tell how joyful that man lived, how joyous his life has been. Even till the last day when he took his last breath, he was happy. When his wife left him, he stayed joyful with his children. And he has children that are well educated. He sent all his children to school, even though in those days it was very hard to send your children to school. He sent his children abroad. Petit Piment did not just come from Cameroon to America. He came from Europe. I don't know why he chose to be Petit Piment. I really don't know. But we are here tonight celebrating his father's life. So we are not going to take this any longer, take your time any longer. But it is my pleasure to thank you all for being here. To thank you all for coming out during this very cold weather. The storm that we've had for the past couple of days. If we all did not love our darling father, we would not be here, right? So I want to thank you on behalf of this family. This family has gone through a lot. Last year, they lost their mom. It is not very easy for you to lose a mom. The following year, you lost your dad. So I'm going to quickly read one of my favorite verses. One of my favorite verses, that will be Isaiah 41 verse 40. It says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your Father. I will hold your hand even when I'm gone, and I will wipe your tears even when I'm gone. I will stand by your side when you walk down the alley, day and night." So family and friends, Papa is gone, but he's with you in spirit. He's with you every day. He's going to continue to wipe your tears every day. And this verse is telling you that do not cry, because those tears that you are crying, I will wipe them. No matter how you cry, I will still wipe them. So just celebrate and enjoy the life that I live. That's what this verse, it's one of my favorite verses. So let us not take this any longer. We are already starting very late. So I'm going to call on the sober, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to call on Presto to take this microphone and introduce Sylvan, please. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bristol. I am a Sylvan from the Dallas chapter. And personally say, my big brother Sylvan Eddie Mesimbe Petit Pima, who I'm very close to. I don't know where to start my condolence message to him, but I can attest that he has fed the whole of Dallas, and we've all benefited from his soy at one point or the other. And we continue to do that. So, Pi Dear, or as we call him, Darling, was a ladies' man, but the ladies loved him more than he loved the ladies. Let's make that correction as well. In his youth, he was very hot and a very charismatic and affectionate person. And you can see the way he brought his kids up, and it's reflected in the way they treat today. So if you see Pi Dear, those of you who are way older than me, this is a direct reflection right here. And so his character is exactly like that of Eddie Mesimbe. He also has a son who is the president of Oklahoma chapter. His name is Sobangwese. I just want to say, Pi Dear was one of the older Sobans from the 1954 batch. And it's a tradition for Sobans to come together. I mean, I didn't meet him in Sasser. I wasn't even born then. Way before. Sure. No, I definitely wasn't. Most of us were not. But it's a tradition for that soberly brotherliness and that brotherhood we have together to share when one of ours is fallen. We're not just here because our big brother's father passed away. We're here because Pi Dear is one of us. He instituted some of the cultures and traditions in Sasser way before the younger generation like us came there. So we owe that generation a lot of gratitude to the legacy that Sasser has today. So if you don't mind, please give a hand of applause to Pi Dear one more time. I like to think that most of our forefathers instilled some good, I would say traditions for us to build upon. And he was one of those kind of charismatic leaders who did that for a very long time. And he's well respected among the Soban community. An active Kumba chapter member. I just want to say on behalf of Soba Dallas, to our big brother here, Dimasimbe, we extend our condolence. The rest of your family, Pa was very influential, and we, at this point, going to call on Sobans to come forward to do our traditional greeting for a fallen brother. So I call on all the Sobans in the house. It doesn't matter if you're from Soba Dallas or Soba whatever, please come to the floor. Sobans, please. So I'm just going to admit, I don't have the voice to do that huge thing to do, but it is tradition that if a brother is fallen, the Sobans pay their tribute by singing our anthem. And I'm going to call on Reverend Father Desmond Nicole. Where is he? Father Desmond. He has a better voice than any of us to light this up. Oh, here he is. Here he is. So I'm handing over the mic to Father Desmond to take it from here. Where's Conrad? Simon, this is his job.
Hold on.
Well, if we